Once upon a time in a thriving city, there was a wealthy businessman named Daniel. He owned a large company, had a luxurious lifestyle, and was respected by many. But beneath his success, he was arrogant and cruel to those beneath him. Among his employees was Leo, a hard-working and humble man. Leo was loyal, dedicated, and always did his best, but Daniel never appreciated him. Instead, he treated him with disrespect and cruelty. "You should be grateful you even have a job." Daniel would sneer whenever Leo asked for better working conditions or a raise. He would publicly humiliate Leo, assigning him most difficult tasks, making him work late without compensation, and never acknowledging his contributions. Daniel believed that power meant treating others as inferior. Despite the mistreatment, Leo remained patient, believing in karma, and that life would eventually balance things out. One day, Daniel made a series of terrible business decisions. He ignored advice, took reckless financial risks, and trusted the wrong people. Within months, his once successful company crumbled. His business partners pulled out, his investors cut ties, and soon Daniel was drowning in debt. The same employees he treated poorly left for better opportunities, and one by one, his so-called friends abandoned him. He lost his mansion, his cars, and his status. Everything he once took for granted was gone. With no money and no one to help him, Daniel wandered the city looking for work. But no one wanted to hire a man with a ruined reputation. The same people he once looked down upon now refused to help him. Days turned into weeks. He struggled to pay rent, skipped meals, and for the first time in his life, he understood what real hardship felt like. One day, desperate and with nowhere else to go, he walked into a large corporate office, hoping for a job. As he sat in the interview room, nervous and ashamed, the door opened. Leo walked in, dressed in a sharp suit, confident, and now a successful CEO. Daniel's heart sank. The same man he had mistreated, the same employee he had humiliated, was now sitting across from him. Leo looked at him for a long moment before finally speaking. "Daniel, how can I help you?" Daniel swallowed his pride and said in a quiet voice, "I need a job." Leo leaned back in his chair, studying the man who had once treated him so poorly. But instead of revenge, he smiled. "Karma works in strange ways, doesn't it?" he said calmly. After a pause, Leo continued, "I believe in second chances. I'll give you a job, not because of who you were, but because of who you can become." Daniel looked down, humbled and grateful. Moral of the story: treat people with kindness and respect. The way you treat others will always find its way back to you. Karma never forgets.